Never seen you before.
I'm new here? You say that like it's a problem. Sure about that? You're so drunk. No, I'm new here.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak.
What happened to you here?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
You know, not a terrible conclusion to make around here. I wonder if that's the C3 mercenaries. Although there wasn't a Lamont with them, so probably not. What did they do?
Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
You want mementos? What, photographs? Or what if they're still alive? Can't you find them yourselves? Or just, alright, one lockbox coming up. Now, what are the keepsakes? Mementos? Photographs?
Thereabouts.
Alright. What if your old pals are alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Okay. Why have you not done this yourself?
Getting on in years, kid. Legs ain't working like they used to. Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs. This joint's looking like my last home.
Okay, one lockbox coming right up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'm marking outposts on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
I wonder if that was on that road that I passed down to the south. I can't think of the name of the place, but, like, over here near Forlorn Crossroads, maybe? Yeah, an abandoned safe house, probably. Come on, can I just... Yeah, there's the abandoned relay station. I think it's probably that safe house. I wonder what's out here, though. I still have not touched any of that. It's actually a pretty sizable moon. Let's see what else may be in here. Any computers to look through or interesting knickknacks to run off with. Oh, I need a key. God, this is a very pretty game. But at the same time, wow, this is like such a depressing place. I wonder if this had anything inside it or if it was just a locked door. Yeah, it's locked. Or closed. It's not unlockable. I think that guy up front might have had a quest, so I'm going to stop by him and see if he did have a job for me to do. And then I'll continue along.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
Oh.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
I love all the little like extra dialogues. It's not like just there's one companion dialogue per place, but they just keep commenting on stuff the whole time, and I love that. Oh, I didn't even look at this. Request list. Bronson maintains a record of strange special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition, and medicine that the Iconoclasts burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't yet been fulfilled. Zora. Force Melt Bright Gel may not actually exist. Graham. Dissident Hunter number 17. Is that a person? Huxley, Anti-Cleo, Wrapped Begone also may not exist. Huxley, any book on terminal repair. Carl, Primal Glue Adhesives. Primal Glue. Oh, it's for his, for his trash cubes. Did you have a quest for me?
What are you buying?
What are you selling? Anything I can do to help you guys?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Okay, so those are all the things at the terminal up there, which could be done remotely if someone was skilled enough. Simple enough. Wow, things are really falling apart. Yeah, simple enough. I'll let you know when it's done.
I gotta tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out. So I guess I could do these things without actually, without using the terminal. I could just flick that switch. How am I doing on, my level? Where is it anyway? Current XP is 125, and I need up to 152. I could just go out and kill a couple things, and then come back. I think I'll do that. So, assuming nobody says anything interesting, I will be right back here with an additional level.
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
I'm back at Amber Heights. I just went around and did some murdering and got up another level. I also should have included a little section there where Parvati and Nyoka started talking about relationships. But other than that, we need to up our science, I believe it was. Because it was science and hack, but I got hacked through the hat. So I'll do science, and let's see what else I want. I put the rest in just tech in general, since it's going to give me both medical and engineering. I think that I'll put, whenever I can, just put in one of these base things that's going to cover 2 or 3 different sections. Like later I'll probably put some into range just so I can up all 3 of those at the same time. If I'd been smart, then I would have just only put into these categories all the way up until everything was 50, but sometimes I'm an idiot, so apply. Oh, and then I need a perk. I think I'm going to go for the collector. Make things easier to see, because sometimes I'm just standing there searching around in the grass for somebody who's, you know, who might be carrying an item that I could hoard. There we go, we'll do that, and then we got a whole new tier opened for next time. Apply. Oh, and then I've also got to do Nyoka and Parvati. I've got all of her special ones. So what else does she have? Showtime. Increase the damage dealt by this companion for a short time after performing their companion ability. Reduce duration of harmful status effects. That would be good, because she's going to be up close a lot. And probably getting hit with a lot of those. She's been getting, like, corrosion and plasma and all that sort of damage. Chance to reset ability cooldown. I think I'll give her Shake It Off. And for Parvati, what's this one? Tactical Time Dilation, which I have not even used at all since the very beginning of the game. Which I really probably should. I don't know why, I just haven't even been thinking of it. Even though I use VATS all the time in Fallout. Echoing Thunder, Shake It Off, Showtime. Same stuff. Jazz Hands, Stonebreaker, Spec Ops. She could probably use some additional armor, because she is going down a little bit Yeah, I'll give her some armor. And she's not up close as much, so she hopefully won't need the shake it off nearly as much as Nyoka does. Okay, let's go and...
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special, though, ain't she?
Ada. What is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be, I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly they're rule books with a voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust it. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
Sorry, my Facebook Messenger was going off behind the scenes there. Thought I'd turned off everything that would be making noise, but it seems I always forget something. Now, that thing was up here, I think? Or was it in a different building? No, it was in the other building. It was over right in there. Yeah. Here we go. Use terminal. Shut off remotely. Done. Now if I look out there, am I going to see that, like, well, first of all, the electricity is not going to be going, but I wonder if the switch will be flipped too. Oh, no, it's not. So if I could have gotten in, then I could have just braved the electricity and hit that switch. What was his name? Bronson. Bronson! I did your thing. Give me your key to whatever the stuff is in that room. Oh, sorry. I fixed your stuff.
I'll be damned. Thanks for doing that. Here. Zora sets aside a bit or two for people who help out. Before you ask, no, it ain't pay. Just being generous to folks who do a good turn.
And I got some reputation, too.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, that's... It can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and... I've seen it happen.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily that she thinks about it on the regular, but she's walked past your room and seen that you have a bunch of ammo in there. Oh, there's a workbench. Good. You're nobody. This is nothing.
What a bunch of junk. Nothing useful in this whole lot.
See, it's nobody important then, after all. Just noticed that my gun has a little icon down there, so I probably should do some repairs while I'm here. Let's just repair all equipped. There we go. I think this is probably Zora's place? No, it's just some random house.
Ugh, my stomach.
So I've heard. Let me just snoop on your terminal. This is Huxley's terminal. Stay out. That means you. Error. Due to external damage, this device can no longer store more than 4 logs. Please contact your assigned terminal engineer to replace the storage device. Well, let's read them and then repair it. Graham taught me how to meditate today. You close your eyes and you breathe in real deep and try not to cough. I guess all the sulfur in the area. Then you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a mantiqueen and you're trying to be so quiet, so you focus, or you're trying to be quiet, so you focus real hard on your breathing and you can hear your heartbeat and you think how can this mantiqueen not even hear me? And all of a sudden you have to sneeze, and it reminds you of that time when you were coming back with a delivery, and as you were putting it on Zora's table you sneezed and it slipped and a bunch of things broke. Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't know what he calls it, Recco something. He says it's your own eternal truth bubbling up to the surface, and the things you remember are what you're supposed to focus on and try and improve. When we meditated, I mostly remembered that sitting on rocks hurts. Maybe I'm supposed to toughen up my tailbone. Zora's really smart, but you know what? Sometimes she can be a bitch. I was supposed to get some info for her from Cascadia, but I couldn't find a way over without going through Marauders, so I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies instead. While I was there, Chastity dropped in for a few games of whist. She's so cool. She's always playing games there. When I lose bits, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts, you know. But Chastity could drop thousands on a single game and she's fine. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out, but still. Mostly she's cool about it, and I admire that. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting here fast enough. Graham just said to try to not lose track of time on my next run, and I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't gotta yell and make them feel bad. Today, Zora gave me permission to buy ammunition from Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I should just in case. Guns are really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kinda proud. Zora said it was like a promotion for something. I found it in the wilderness. I think it's a code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't even get near the place without getting attacked. I asked her what a promotion is, and she smiled in a really sad way and told me I shouldn't worry about it. I guess for a culture that's like completely corporate otherwise, someone not knowing what a promotion is might be kind of like surprising or shocking. This will be my last entry. Sorry, diary. You've been a very good listener, but our time has come to an end. This terminal was making horrible beeping noise yesterday, and someone smashed it while I was out, and now I can't save more diaries. Milton can't fix it up, and plus he says I should stop coming into his house to write when he's not around. Whoever smashed this poor terminal, if you're reading this, suck sulfur. Storage capacity increased. Logs prior to the most recent 4 entries are unretrievable, but new entries may now be saved. Well, maybe I'll come back and there'll be more. Marked magazine. In this copy of Dissident Hunter, the hero braves the dangerous hellhole that is Monarch. Numerous edits are scratched into the text, and a number of the villainous dissidents have had mustaches and hats drawn onto them. Wasn't Dissident, what's that? Dissident number 17 is what somebody wanted? So it's a comic book. Maybe I can come across more of them later on. A lot of these dead blue raptidons. What is the blue, though? Hello? Gentlemen? And I think one of them was a lady?
Huh.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a manticore.
You'd rather sit on your thumbs and starve?
No, all I'm saying is she gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Probably talking about Zora. Because she's sort of, what would I call it? I guess commander. Is that what they said?
For fuck's sake. I'm gonna lose my lunch.
Why are they blue? What is that? I guess it's nothing. Some blue sprats, too. I wonder if there's going to be like a science weapon here. Uh-oh, there's a back area. I'll go in the front door first, because I've gone around the back area a few times before, and then I haven't known what I'm doing at a computer console. So which one of these is the... This must be Zora's, because it has the medical thing up top. Oh, just some empty bottles on the ground, that's fine. Oh, that's great. So that's an agitator, revolutionary, rioter. And Zora does not appear to be home. Okay, maybe I do need to go around the back. Is it just a storeroom? No, this must be Zora's, I want to say cabin, but it's not quite a cabin. I'm thinking more like a ship that has a cabin on it. Apartment, I suppose? Well, alright. Let's go inside. This way. Yes, sir. It's an empty bar. Well, not entirely empty, I suppose. Rioter. Agitator. Just a bunch of unimportant NPCs.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
For the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
This is Graham Bryant and Zora Blackwood. I'll talk to her first.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
Okay, then I'll talk to you.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I've told you're out of pamphlets. That's a shame. Oh, what are these? There's a lot of good answers here. That's a shame.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come?
Hiram needs you to stop using Devil's Peak. I want to know more about your teaching. Tell me about the Iconoclasts. Let's ask who they are first. Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
So I do like that they're more, open and allow people to kind of be, as opposed to slaves. But then again, they could very easily just become that sort of a controlling system. It'd be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant. From what I've seen, I have to agree, anarchy would be better. This is why the board has cordoned off Monarch. Is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
Tell me more about your teachings.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
The eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
So they just kind of believe in the universe. Okay. I find that better than the whole, everything is set in stone beliefs of the other ones. What are they? There's the philosophists and the scientists, the scientismists? What was it? Scientism? I think that's what it was called. Are their members similarly divine? I must be more divine than a beast. I don't believe in any of this. How can I be divine? Are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Okay, fair enough. At least he's not like making the others subhuman. Oh god, my Facebook is still going off. I don't want to tab out. What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
That must have been Sanjar.
Sanjar Nandi.
Yeah.
He leads MSI out of Stellar Bay. Such a shame, the way his sensibilities have been corrupted over time.
Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
Either that's all nonsense, or what started it all.
Questions like these are distractions. It doesn't matter whether an entity sparked the universe or not. Only by pursuing the eternal truth will we find these and other answers.
Okay. You know, it's not a terrible belief system. I don't quite like the divinity sorts of aspects of it, but I do like that, you know, it's just the universe and everything arises out of the universe just organically and naturally.
All right.
I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
Let's see, I can only imagine. Sorry I asked. Why? Did you have family here? Sort havoc, huh? Yeah, sorry I asked.
It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day.
Okay, never mind.
Why have you come?
Hiram needs you to stop using Devil's Peak.
Stop? No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
You really think the board's going to let its citizens listen to your propaganda?
They can't be everywhere at once. Surely there are radios that still catch our message here and there. Surely.
I've been around the colony and I've never heard it. It's not that it's not getting out, it's that people who hear it don't care. You're only transmitting on a single radio frequency and very few people can receive it. Look, I don't care how effective, it needs to be quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna go science.
Excuse me, I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
Or I could just attack, wow. Yeah, they could just go for, like, you know, feeding their people and taking care of everybody, and I think that people would look at that and be like, oh wow, look, they're doing great over there while everything else is super shitty. Maybe I could join them. But whatever, you know, if you want to print crap, fine. Sounds fair to me. Hold on, you're saying you want to print propaganda in their magazines? Sure, sounds fair. Why not?
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
So MSI supplies you, but you don't like them?
One of our sympathizers.
Okay.
A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
All right.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine?
Yeah.
Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
I think she should be in charge here. Wow. So get the printing press rollers, optional, get high capacity cartridges or extra supplies. Oh, I'm doing the extra supplies. Yeah, I think that Zora knows what's going on here. Alright, I'm going to save because the frequency of those messages I was getting on at a time when everybody knows that I'm kind of like silent and recording and all that kind of has me worried. But alright, I'm going to save and I will see you guys next time. So be safe out there and remember to wash your hands. Bye!